I have just reached 2 years at my CrossFit gym, and seems like a good time to reflect in the middle of a car wash. No, it's just silly, it's actually just my stomach. I'm very hungry. Probably go to the doctor about that. No, yeah, and when I look back, it really has improved my life a lot. I'm really glad I pushed myself to step through. Even though, even back then, my mind was screaming at me, paranoia on another level. I'm really glad that this must be really distracting. I'm really glad that I pushed myself through the door and got it done. Because obviously it's opened up my social circle massively, and isolation is extremely damaging to human beings. It's made me a lot fitter than I was. I'd say I'm the fittest I've ever been. Might still be slightly down on power at the moment though, because I've just gotten over another really bad illness. Although today's workout went pretty well. And it's sort of like given me a new escape, a new focus, a new purpose. I really do enjoy it. And I see myself doing it probably for my whole life. But although it's definitely given me more friends, and I'm really grateful for that, if you've got a CrossFit gym near you, just go to it. Even if you're not into the whole CrossFit side of things, there's something special about the social side at a CrossFit gym. And there's people at my gym that don't really even do CrossFit, they just stay a member so that they can still get involved with all the social things. But one thing it hasn't done for me is I am going to be 35 in about a month, and I still haven't got a girlfriend. And I can't see myself getting one from all the girls at the gym, because although a lot of them are very attractive, they've all got boyfriends, or they're not interested, or that's mostly the reason, yeah. So what I need to do now is put myself out there at other gyms in my local area, start expanding my horizons even more. And I also need to accept that for years I've always thought I needed to sort myself out first before I can be comfortable with a girlfriend, i.e. move out of home, get a job that I can be proud of, even though I am proud of my job, but I still don't seem to get a lot of confidence from it. I'm proud of what I've been able to make and build on my own. And just yesterday I got the first sale of one of my new products, which is a real sense of achievement of 6 months later, between finding it, spotting it for the first time, finding a supplier, ordering them, creating the listings, getting them delivered, sending them to Amazon. There it is, my first sale. It's like a real full circle moment. But yeah, I've always felt like I need to fix myself before I can have a girlfriend. But then I started watching this thing on Channel 4 the other day, and it was about a guy with borderline personality disorder, and he was really fucked up. Let's be honest, he was fucked up, and he wasn't the best looking guy in the world. But at some point in the documentary, we cut to his girlfriend, and she's gorgeous, really attractive. I'd thank my fucking stars that aligned if I could get a girlfriend that looked like her. But it, obviously not just about looks. She seemed a very caring, kind woman as well. And it made me feel like for all of this guy's faults, this woman obviously still finds him attractive and wants to be with him. And then I thought, like, well, I'm the same. Obviously there's thousands of women that aren't going to find me attractive. They're going to be put off by my mental health issues. But that's the same as everyone. Like, there's no man or woman out there that every single person finds attractive. And that's part of life, is being rejected. But you have to still put yourself out there. And, you know, my gorgeous woman who would love me in spite of my mental health issues could be at one of these other gyms waiting for me, and I'm not gonna know until I put myself out there and I start going to them. So this is sort of like my accountability post, that, you know, I'd like to at least have had another date by the time I'm 35, in about a month's time, and I would like to have got myself to these 2 additional gyms. So I'm putting it here, and then next time I speak to you, I will hopefully have some additional updates and maybe even have a girlfriend. My first girlfriend. Well, I say my first girlfriend. I've never had a serious relationship. Which just makes me feel like Phoebe from Friends. Who just like breaks down when Ross makes her aware of that. And yet at the end of the episode they say the same thing to Joey. And he's like, you're right, I love my life. But the difference is Joey's obviously had a lot of hookups. And I have had sex. So I am very pleased about that. Because I can't imagine what that would do to my mental health if I was a 35-year-old virgin. So thank God I hit that milestone. But that was a long time ago. It'd be nice to do that again. You know, it would just be nice to have a human being to touch and to be entwined with her life and to know her inside out. And I've never had that, and it's no wonder I feel so lonely all the time, and it's probably no wonder I'm so anxious, because it's probably my physiology screaming at me saying, like, where's your significant other? You are 35, you should have a girlfriend, a partner by this time of your life. It is unusual. You know, if I look at my 10 closest friends, 7 or 8 of them do, and it's no surprise the ones that don't also struggle with depression. So I think that's a big part of it. You know, I get like companionship from friends. I speak to my mum about a lot of stuff, but it's obviously not the same as having a significant other. And I know this, I don't know if this is selfish to say, but I would like, I don't know if my standards are too high, because I'd like a girlfriend that I am physically attracted to. Like, I've got quite a lot of matches waiting for me on Hinge, and they all seem nice girls, but I very rarely want to just rip their clothes off when I look at them. And I kind of want that like animal attraction to my girlfriend. Obviously I want a friend as well, like a best friend, but I don't just want that kind of like placidness. I want the chemistry. So it's very hard for me to find enthusiasm on dating sites, because a lot of the times I don't feel that straight away. And I feel like there's got to be a woman out there. I think the fact that, you know, her being into fitness would help a lot, because usually that means they look after themselves, they've got a good physique, and we'd have a massive thing in common. So I think that would be a great environment for me to find this woman. So that's what I'm going to do, even though it's very hard to find motivation. The flip side is, if I don't do it, I will be alone forever. And it's kind of like that whole, like one of my ethoses is pick your hard. Like, there's no, with the big decisions in life, there is no easy option. Both options you choose are hard, so you have to pick which hard you're going to choose. It's like, most of the time I don't really like going out for a run, but the alternative to not running is feeling flatter mentally, is probably putting weight on, bad weight, and having no sense of achievement for that day, or less sense of achievement, and food doesn't taste as nice, and I don't get that hit of neurotransmitters. So there's the hard if I don't go. If I do go, the hard is I have to run. But for me, that is less hard than not running. So it's kind of like, pick your hard. Everything is hard in life. Which hard are you going to pick? And you have to be prepared to accept the consequences. So I will pick the hard of pushing myself to go to these new gyms, and hopefully talking to some new gorgeous women who just want to gobble me up. So I'll check in when I'm 35 years old. Fuck me, I don't know how that happened. I remember clear as day my 30th birthday, and I was going through a fucking rough patch at that time of my life. I was only a couple of months into smoking weed on one occasion, and it completely destroying my mind. And then I spent the subsequent months in the most distorted, hostile, alien, intimidating, altered version of reality that I would never even been able to conceive of. I didn't know you could fuck yourself up that badly mentally. And then on top of that, I had all the feelings that I still have, compounding everything, and it was an extremely hard day to get through. But I'm grateful, you know, I did things, I had friends around me, I had family around me, but it was very hard to keep a smile on my face and put that front on. And it's still exhausting, to be honest. But yeah, I think mentally I'm in a better place than I was when I turned 30. So I can be grateful for that. That's for damn sure. And I think I've got a link to that video where I describe this experience in detail. And I look like a different person. Like, my cheeks are really fat. I feel like I just have a lot of inflammation in my body, and yeah, just a very, very bad space mentally. So I'm grateful to be over that. And now it's 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, just done some working out, probably go home and get some lunch, and then maybe play a game with my nephew and mum, and yeah, maybe niece as well. So I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll catch up with you next time. Peace and love to one and all. Be good to each other.